Ringed galaxies. They are very weird. We got Hoag's object here, and we're going to look inside it for life. And we could go, like, in the center. We could even go, like, above it, too. And then search around there for any signs of life. This is actually a cluster. So that might be a real good place to... Wow. Okay, that's super bright. Binary, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, white main sequence binary. We got 4 planets. Doesn't necessarily have to have life. So it's probably smaller. It even has the whites... It's got a couple white spots like Neptune as well. Wow, it's got like 3 of them. Is there a 4th one on the other side? Let's go into our star browser. And we're going to go with just 1 sun. I feel with 1 sun, and it has to be white main sequence. And then we have to go into temperate, marine, and Terra. And the 1 sun, it has a better chance of it actually being Earth-like and not tidally locked. So we're going to go with that. Spread of planets. Even at 100 light years, you would think in a cluster like this, we could go to a totally different star. But there is definitely life inside Hoag's object. Oh, this thing looks so cool. Like, look at the disk. It's just so sparse in between, like, the actual center and then this gigantic ring. Just puts Saturn to shame in terms of, like, ring structure. But we're going to go in on the ring here. Okay, so every planet here is blue. That is very cool. Like, is it the grass or the atmosphere? Okay, it looks like it's just the atmosphere. There's no life on that one, but that looks pretty cool. And there's nothing. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. Doesn't matter. It was just the star type that we were having an issue there. But we're good. We found something here. 26 degrees Celsius, not too shabby. We'll check it out still. Ooh, I think it has a thin layer of rings. Yeah, look at that. There they are. Right on. That's actually really cool. And we can see the ring shadow right here too. Yeah, let's go on it. Yeah. So right here is the ring shadow. Let's get rid of that shit right there. Okay. So yeah, we're just on this planet in this ring shadow. That's why it's so dark in this one spot. We can't even really see it with... Yeah, we have to like look at the sun in order to see it. Like, can we see it with the atmosphere on? Barely. It's like right there. I don't know if you can actually make that out, but yeah, there are definitely rings there. It's very thin. That's like Uranus. Whoa. Okay. Looks like that one's like Jupiter almost. Oh, jeez. But there is a planet that has life. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. 37 degrees Celsius, and it looks like Earth. There we go. 3 moons. Wow. So it's got nitrogen, H2O, oxygen, CO2 in its atmosphere. So the atmosphere composition is not too shabby. So let's actually go on it. Yeah, and it has a little bit of rings there too. Got this nice grassy area here. We can go so close. Like, look at the detail there. Just gonna tilt up. We can see the rings there. Oh yeah, there's the sun. That is dope. Like, wow. Okay, yeah, the seas is just H2O, so that's pretty good. But let's have a look at this actually. Yeah, just the details of like physical. There's the kilometers, there's the mass. Looks like does this mean that it's like 5 times Earth mass? Is that what that means? The density's insane. So the effective temperature is negative 23 degrees Celsius. A solar day is only 17 hours long. That's not too bad. And its orbital period is 305 Earth days. So yeah, this is not tidally locked, which is exactly what I'm looking for here. Whenever it's tidally locked, I don't really count that. I guess there's life in certain areas of the planet where it's not too hot, not too cold, because it just gets so extreme. So life got started for us on a shoreline when things started crawling out of the ocean. So that's pretty cool that we're just like right here. There we go. There's a mountain in the distance. I want to go over to it. Is it a volcano? No, it's just an island. It's like almost touching the sky. That is so cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see if we can see it from space. Yeah, look at that. That is really cool. Look at the deformities right over there. Like, it looks so trippy with like the landmass. Just that edge, like right in here. Like right there. Yeah, that looks a little... I don't know about that. But yeah, this planet is dope. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay. Let's see here. 10 planets. 5 planets. Okay, another orange dwarf. We got 5 planets, 1 with life. Ooh, looks a little different. Okay, there's a green planet there, but it's... Okay, so this is Not tidally locked, but it's like almost 2 years, 2 Earth years to rotate around the star. That is nuts. Look at how, like, is that the atmosphere? Okay, looks kind of charred, like it got burnt to hell on this one side. But if we rotate it, is it like that on every other side? We can turn up the brightness here. Yeah, let's really get this thing going. Okay, there we go. I think it's just looking like that, yeah. Because this is with the atmosphere on. Off, on. Got some nice wispy clouds there. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Ooh, there's a giant moon right there. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. So the average temperature seems to be going between like 56 degrees Celsius and like a couple percentiles down, but not too much actually. It's got nitrogen, oxygen, H2O, any CO2. So we got the atmosphere. It's got like a tiny little bit of CO2, so we might need a spacesuit here. But even then, it's not too bad. We got a lot of nitrogen and oxygen for us to work with. But yeah, not too bad. Okay, I want to check out this planet over here. It looks pretty cool. It's a little cooler. Ooh, yeah, it's an ice planet. But it's green. Wow. Okay. Doesn't have life. Temperate arid Terra. So this is, again, an Earth-like planet, but it's just all ice. It's just all ice on its surface. Yeah. We got an icy cap right here. That's pretty cool. Looks like a mountain almost, like just protruding upwards like that. Yeah. Damn. So it's just like, oh, we can see the galaxy from here? Okay. So we can't see it in the planet's atmosphere, obviously, but maybe like on a mountain. Oh, look at that ridge right there. That looks sick. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to that mountain. Maybe it'll be tall enough for us to be able to see it. Okay, so I think we do have to turn off the atmosphere still. Imagine that as the night sky. Just a ringed galaxy. Holy crap. Okay, that is really cool. So the orbital period and the rotation is exactly the same. So that means it is tidally locked, unfortunately. That's probably why it's like super icy here. Why is it icy on the one side that's facing the sun? I guess there's some desert-like formations over here, but over there is pure ice. Wow, okay. So it's got CO2. It's got a shitload, it looks like. That's the first one on the list there. But yeah, okay. It definitely does not have life. That's fine by me. So that's the solar system, and that's the one that does have life. Okay, that is fair. So there is one more here we could go to. It's a red dwarf. Okay, so these stars are a lot older and a lot cooler. So it would have a whole lot more time for life to evolve, just given the star's age. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, good. We're on the right one. And it's the third planet from the sun. That's really cool. Hell yeah. Ooh, I don't know. It looks kind of barren on that one side. And if I hit play, yep, it's tidally locked. God damn it. So it's got H2O in the seas, though. Looks like there's an ocean right over there, so we're going to go onto it. It looks very brown. Whoa. Look at the sky. So if we look at the sun, not supposed to, but we're going to. See how it's moving? It's just going back and forth, back and forth. So that's how it would always be on this one planet here, because it's tidally locked. Just locked onto that one side. There are some planets where it becomes tidally locked, but there's life. So I wonder like what the fine line between like too hot and too cold would be. Whoa, okay, there we go. So like maybe it would be right along here. Although I guess it depends. It just depends on the planet itself, because there could be life that developed in the heat too, so there's a chance of that happening right there. Alright, that is it for today's video. If you like this sort of content, feel free to hit a thumbs up. Leave any suggestions in the comments below, and I'll definitely get around to it in a future video. I'll put your comment on screen or something like that. Feel free to leave this video a thumbs up if you like this sort of content. Feel free to hit subscribe as well. We do lots of space stuff around here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.